Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Who am I but I'm Dre Mac? Came into the game just to get facts. Into the space that I'm in. They call me Bobby Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I run no diamonds but I still shine. You can dig me cause my boy's mine. My tracks flame like a dilute. I order blood on my tongue. Thinking this is warm blue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist, but you smell me. One spark, then I bet you I'ma blow up. Just throw my name around, get stupid, then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. A bunch of sitting in his man, but you can't see me. You rather drink, they gon' pull up. I'm drinking knife through the game, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. I came to eat at the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, come be brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I pour all the planks, you use Decepticons. Fake rappers to retreat like Cobra. 80s they can float, they like up in the storage and I'm man. Up, down, down, man, I'm cheap. You a beast, man. I take a beat in. Ninja Turtle rap, Turtle clans get defeated. Hop in the ride, you can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me, cause I'm a guy bomb. Bad attitude like a rocket, my whole to the A. And I bet you can stop us. LL bad when I go and show up. You can hear the haters in the back. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on, everybody? This is your man Dre Mack coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mack Show. 7:30 in the morning Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast. You're from the West Coast right now. Go ahead and get up, because you already know that the early bird gets the worm. And on today, I'm doing a video that I ran across over the weekend. Men are choosing action figures and collecting toys over dating. And this got a little traction, got about 18,000 views. I have not watched it. I seen the title. I was like, I want to do a reaction video to that. Why? Because I'm a collector. And I just want to see. I want to hear it. I want to hear what this young lady has to say, and I want to give my thoughts on this. I think this is a interesting change of pace. Oh, okay. Hold on. But I think this is an interesting change of pace type of conversation to have. Especially the ones that's out there. There are a lot of nerds that are out there, blurs that are out there that maybe or rather be in their. I'm just being honest with you. They'd probably rather be in their house and chill out with their collection instead of going out on a date. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I want to hear what this young lady has to say. I'm not gonna lie, she looked like somebody I used to talk to back in the day. Not even gonna hold you. I'll show y'all that in a minute. Well, hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gan over at the Heavy Gan channel, but you already know how I do. The real question is,
Say why you hating on my energy? Say why you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy.
all right. Let me see who is all in the house today. I think this is going. Honestly, I think this conversation might be more fire. I don't know. Might be more fire than what we think. Because I think that's an interesting. Honestly, if you really think about it, the way people complain about dating and all of that, and honestly, let's just be real. Anytime we go to social media, especially like Instagram or something like that, Instagram, or we go to Twitter or Threads, there's always this man versus woman conversation anyway. Let's just keep it above. You know what I mean? Especially black men against black women. That's been a big thing for a while. And to me, that was the new grift. That was the old grift for dating. You know, you got to be hateful towards either men or women, or got to say the most ridiculous outtakes. It was something. You know what I mean? And so I think this conversation has always been out there. But I think this is a little bit more interesting because I never heard it in this context. And again, I'm a collector. Well, I'm not a collector because I can't spend my whole entire check on, you know what I'm saying, $150, you know, or $400 action figures all the time, especially if I wanted to get the Transformers, some of the Transformers I want, the real good ones. Yeah, that's gonna cost me. I can't do that. I would never do that. So I collect, you know what I'm saying, the GRs, or what we call general releases and stuff like that. But, you know, I think this is interesting. So I want to hear what you guys have to think about it too. You know what I mean? And make sure to put it in the comment section. You know, shout out to this young lady. You know what I mean? It's Keeping It Real with Drell. So shout out to her. We gonna get to that video in a minute. But hold up, y'all first. Miss Roberta, the church auntie. Good morning. Marley Moore, good morning. Junior Network, good morning. Johnny Rastafari, good morning. Princetta, good morning. The Informant Media, what's up? Good morning. Sharita, good morning. Erica D, aka She Loves Fantasy, good morning. Krisha K, good morning. Savage Cabbage, good morning. Xavier Phoenix, good morning. Damon, good morning. Tori and Rainbow Loaded, good morning. He said, don't come Barney Bar stupid. Don't come between a man and his Marvel Legends. Yo, hey, I got my I'm gonna put my perspective before I watch this video. I'm gonna give y'all just my perspective as collector though. He said, where's the love? Blue Sky, what's up? Good morning. Is it Joe not hating? Did I say that right? Good morning. Yeah, hey, I mean, Carol Black, what's up? I'm up at this mud looking like easy. I need my hair braided. You know what I'm saying? Funky Fresh Easy E. But Carol Black, what's up? I'm gonna just give you I'm gonna give you this. Just DeAndre, what's up? Good morning. Hey Erica, good morning. Hey, it's good to see you up in here. Good morning. I'm gonna just give you, just as a collector, I'm not gonna stop. I wouldn't stop dating. I'm not gonna stop dating no woman for toys. I'm sorry. But but listen, you're not gonna stop me from collecting either. This is something that that I've been doing, that I love to do. There is one of the reasons why I like to collect is because of my anxiety. It just helps a lot when it comes to that. But I like my Transformers. I like Knight Rider. Look, the DeLorean is sitting right here. You know what I'm saying? The DeLorean's a little dusty, just a little bit, but the DeLorean's sitting right. You not gonna take the DeLorean and try to make me choose between you and the DeLorean. I'm not choosing nobody over this podcast. Trust me, let alone, choosing what I collect over nobody. I'm sorry. Nope. It won't happen. You know what I'm saying? And what's kind of crazy is that this is something that's part of me that you could possibly enjoy, because look, I'm not out here doing nothing crazy to people. You know what I mean? It's almost like that scene in Baby Boy when it was like, I could be robbing people for change, but I'm out here trying to live my life and say you just hear merchandise. So, you know what I mean? Like, there's a bigger conversation. And again, I mean, Joe kind of hinted to it. I want peace. So if I could come down here, which I do a lot, I come down here, I got my Dreamcast, PlayStation 3, 3, 4, 5. I got my Switch, I got all my arcades, I got my figures, things that will calm me down. You're not gonna take that from me. I don't care who you are. I don't care how far it is. You could have the Gripper 3000 and the got 5 million. I don't give a I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm not stopping what makes me happy for nobody. I'm sorry. What makes me happy myself. Because one thing about it, you have to be happy within yourself before you can be happy with somebody else. And personally for me, nah. You ain't gonna be telling me what do you got all these toys for? You know what I'm saying? When you are pissing me off, Optimus Prime is making me happy. And not in that way though. But you know what I'm saying? I don't never hear no talk from Omega Supreme. He ain't talking to me crazy. You know what I mean? Deadpool ain't sitting up here looking at me wild. So, we can't compromise. I'm sorry. So that's just me. That's just me personally. But CK Smith, what's up? You good? We just now getting the party started. Hey, Darius, my man Darius. I done hook Darius up too. I done hook Darius up with some places that he can, especially Nerdzoic, who is big nerdy on YouTube. Very, very good seller. I bought. Matter of fact, a few of my figures that's back here that came from Big Nerdy. He's a fellow YouTuber, toy retailer. If I can't get it from Entertainment Earth, or I can't get it from Target, Walmart, Amazon doesn't have it on pre-order, I know he always has it. He has a good selection. So I hooked him up. You know what I'm saying? But I believe he will feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? I believe he will feel the same way. Andre Ware, what's up? Yeah, it's not bad. It's now if you just go and if you in a relationship and you rather go buy toys and take your woman on a date, that's different. You know what I mean? That's different. But yeah. I haven't played Atari since I had a 2600, and that was in the 80s, big dog. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I would go get I plan on getting a lot of stuff that I used to have. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, an Atari 2600. But it's just gonna come in time. It's gonna come in time because I used to be compulsive with my buying, and I'm not. I'm calming that completely down now. So yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what it is. They said I'm like Vegeta suffered 9,000. All right, let's get to this video. Before we get to this video, let me shout out this magnificent crew, y'all, of you all that has been holding me down, man. I love y'all. Let's go. Let's shout y'all out first. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa. Stop everything you're doing. Go and hit that like button. I know this is probably your first time watching, and you probably enjoying everything. Stop fucking on the channel and go and hit that subscribe button so you never miss one of my videos or one of my morning live streams. And for only $2.99 a month, you know you can be a part of the crew. And shout out to all my crew members that been holding it down for Dre Mack and the crew since the beginning. All right, back to your regularly scheduled program, now in service. Go. Bye. All right. And shout out to all of the beautiful crew members that is in the house, a magnificent crew. Y'all been holding it down. I really appreciate it. You guys have been completely awesome. I do not take you guys for granted, man. I don't, because I appreciate y'all. Y'all one of the main reasons why I do this live. I could be doing reaction videos and just do it and then upload it. But again, I choose not to because I want to see y'all in the convert. I want to see y'all reaction live, so the devil's a lie, Isha. You'll never catch me in no shakaroonies. Never catch me in no shakaroonies. Oh, man. All right. So let's go ahead and let's transition over. Before we transition over, I got to hit y'all with the butter biscuits. You know what I mean? So let me go ahead. Let me take a quick commercial break. I'll be right back with more of the Dre Mack Show.
Knight Rider will continue in a moment.
Them biscuits I smell, Mom.
That's my Hungry Jack.
Tommy takes one of them. Them my mama biscuits. Them my mama biscuits.
Switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Does a 10-pound bag of flour make a really big biscuit?
All right. Let's get to this video. This is from Keeping It Real with Drill. Pretty good following. Wow, I need to get on my business, man. I don't know. I need to get these followers up, man. So they don't want to be like, you're hating because they have more followers. You're like, what? How am I hating? I do not care if somebody got more followers than me. That's the worst strawman argument ever. But anyway, let's get to this video. Men are choosing action figures and collecting toys over date. This is I want to see what she has to say. This is about 13 minutes. Let's go.
So, in the past couple of weeks, I've received emails from several guys, and they are saying that they are completely done with dating. They're fed up and they don't want to do it anymore. And these guys are employed, just like yourselves. These guys are employed. So they're tired of spending their hard-earned money on modern women that's no good. And
I'm not this ain't no slight to her, but with the glasses on and her voice, she sounds like a Jackson. I'm not gonna hold you. With the glasses on and the voice, she reminds me of a Jackson. All right, okay, that's my joke. That's my go. I have no idea if she's a coaching guru. That's a joke, lady. Ma'am, I'm not. It's a good faith. It's a good faith. But what's up, Judah Vision? But she did say she got emails though. When you catch when you getting emails, ain't got to be something going on.
I know the stereotype that society and these modern women, what they say. They say that you guys are living in your mother's basement. You're bum.
I mean, I'm in my basement, but it's showing the hell like my mama's is my basement.
And you're deadbeats. That's what they're saying about you, that you're living in your mother's basement, you're bums and you're deadbeats. But that's not true. That is absolutely not true.
CC is fired though.
Because you guys are employed. You guys go to work every day. You earn money. So let's just go ahead right now and we're just going to toss that stereotype out the window because it makes no sense. That is not true. We're going to toss that out the window that you're dusty, that you're broke.
Hey, can somebody, just put in the comments saying, am I dusty? Am I broke? Hold up, let me pop this. Let me pop myself back in. Am I just keep it real? I mean, my hair ain't looking the best right now because I still need to go get this joint. You know what I'm saying? Whoop-de-doo. But I'm just asking, am I broke or dusty? You can tell me. You can tell me I'm dusty. I'll show y'all some pictures. No, I won't. I won't show y'all those pictures from high school. Y'all can tell me if I'm dusty and broke. Just because I don't want to feel a certain way. Like, damn, she kind of hit me in the gut. Ah! Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Nah, I was just playing.
That is not true.
All right, I'm gonna stop playing.
You're so tired of trying to be, or always trying to be, top notch. The best man that you can be. You're already the best man that you can be, but they want more and more. So you're tired of that. You're tired of being the best man that you can be.
Okay.
While these women aren't meeting you halfway. You see, these women don't have to be the best that they need to be, but you men always have to be on your toes to be the best man that you can be. And you're tired. You've had enough.
Yo.
You're tired of wasting your money.
Yo, is there men in the comment section that actually feel that way, that y'all tired? You know what I'm saying? She going hard at these ladies though. Somebody said this, and at the time it kind of went over my head a little bit. But she's coming hard. But somebody said when Kevin Samuels passed away, there was like, y'all mad at Kevin Samuels, but what about what he's going to birth? Men and women. She's going hard at women. Good God almighty. Woo. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. But do you, are y'all, are the men, I want to hear from the men. Is she saying something right, wrong? Put in the comment section because I want to read some of y'all comments after this is over with.
Money, your time, your energy. You're tired of the mind
What up, Wolfpack, man? What up?
You're tired of getting to know this person and that person, and it never ever works out. And you're tired of going on these dates. You're being treated like you're at a job interview. These females get to ask you all of these questions.
Yo, she's okay. So for what I gather, because this is the first time I watched it, I didn't go through her channel. I didn't see what she does or what she talks about or whatever. So this is, I'm going in this month blind. I am completely blind to her conversation prior to that. I didn't watch anything, no video, no nothing. I seen the title and I was like, I want to see what she's talking about. I would say this. So women are leaving now. D Stizzle, what's up? I do understand this. And what did you miss? This is I believe she's a dating maybe she's a dating coach, maybe she's giving dating advice to women or to men. But the title of this are men are choosing action figures and collector toys over dating. So obviously she's talking to men that are meeting women who are basically getting free meals and free outings, taking pictures, blurring out the person who or taking pictures of the plate. They're taking pictures of the plate, not talking about, or not, taking the men seriously. And I guess men are saying, I'd rather to collect toys than to deal with this mess. Now, I'm going to play a little devil's advocate on what she's saying, because what she's saying is not wrong. I believe that there's a certain group of people that, that she's talking to, that she's on the money. I also will say that some dudes is in this space. I'm saying in this nerd space, some of them don't know how to talk to women, and they act like they've never seen a woman before. Some of them, I'm not saying all, but what's my man Mike Cakes? Down bad dude. Some I done met some cats that act like down bad, man. Like, yo, stop acting so down, man. She's not all that. Trust me. And they don't have the conversation to be able to eliminate all that. All of wasting your time can be eliminated in a quick conversation. You know what I mean? And some guys don't have the capacity and the swag to be able to talk to somebody and be able to figure out exactly what their intent is from jump. Now, if you choose to ignore all the red flags and do that, man, you got to blame yourself. Me personally. But from me and as a man talking to another man, you better have conversation. Conversation rules the nation. You better have a conversation with this person before you even go anywhere with them. What do you want? Ask them the question. What is your intent with me? You want to find out what I'm doing, but what's your intent? Because being honest with you, I'm over here cool with you know what I'm saying, with my figures. I'm cool with doing what I do. I'm cool being to myself because I'm happy within myself. So anybody that I bring into my circle has to be already happy within themselves so we can make each other happy. But if you don't have that type of conversation, you end up looking like down bad, man. And your expectations that you set for yourself is the reason why you're crashing out, because you set expectations but didn't find out what her expectations was. My personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? My personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? But then the women also have to come into the game and be able to talk to these men too on a level, like, and ask questions also. It's just a matter of expectations and setting standards and actually talking to somebody like they're human beings and not talking to somebody like their paycheck. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying all men do this. I'm not saying all women do this. I'm just saying there's a certain pocket of people who go into certain things thinking they go get something out of somebody, and that's all they got to offer is some coochie and a horrible time afterwards. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And some of these men, all they got to offer is, you know what I'm saying, a free meal and maybe some peanuts every now and again, but there's no relationship. There's no nothing. There's no substance, because we're not looking for substance. We're not looking for partnership. We're not looking for teammates. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to draft Scottie Pippen on my team if I'm Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get, Scoop McDougal over here who just want to ride the bitch and just, I do all the work and they just watch. And that goes for men and women. You know what I mean? So you got to be able to start, I didn't want to just get into, but if we're talking about dating, especially when you're a blur, again, I went to when I went to Comic-Con and I was talking to different people and stuff like that, I could just tell some of these dudes act like they ain't never seen nobody before in their life. There was freaking, I'm like, yo, my man, calm down. You're looking very You know what I mean? Like, calm down, big dog. You know what I'm saying? She's beautiful. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's just my personal opinion.
While you don't get to ask any questions. And you know what? They'll ask you a series of questions. And you better get the answers right. Because if you say anything wrong, it's a wrap. She'll ghost you and you'll never hear from her again. Now,
she's just
the guys that
she sounds like a Jackson. She sounds like Reby. It reminds me of Reby Jackson. Is that me? Is it just me? But she reminds me of Reby. What up, Sheed? It sounds like she sounds like choosing lace fronts over dating. Yo. Let's keep going though. Let's keep going.
Sent me the emails. They're turning their attention elsewhere.
What up, Black Star Turns Hill?
Do you want me to tell you where they're turning their attention to? They're turning their attention to toys. They're collecting toys and action.
Woo! I think it's fun because she was like, they're collecting toys. Oh my God. They said, I need a new one of these. This mug is getting wore out. Yeah, I do. This mug is done for real. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm just laughing at the way she said they're collecting toys. She was looking at me. Toy. I felt this. I ain't gonna lie. I felt a certain way. Hey, toys. I'm like, can she see this in the back? God. Oh. Oh. She said, if you go listen to Reby, she sound like Michael's on her. Centipede era. Yeah, Centipede era Reby. That's who she reminds me of. But the way she said toys, I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of funny. Like, damn, she got me busted. Damn, I got nothing but toys out here. Damn, she got me. Nicholas, what's up? This is under fair use. But yeah, she hit the toys like hard, like damn. You know what I mean? But what's up, Kimiko? Monday fun day. But yeah, she sound like she talking directly to me. I know. Hey, Judah, I know. They collect toys too. I got Megatron. She got the Rose. But oh, sound like my electric lawnmower in the morning. Oh man, that's funny. Hold on, wait a minute. Miss Roberta with the $5 super chat. They collected some other kind of toys. Toys. The way she said it is just funny. Now, I want to know. I want to hear more because I'm not judging. I'm having fun with this video. So I'm not judging or anything. What she's saying. But I want to hear the demographics that she's talking about. All right, let me give Bruce Roberta this super chat. I appreciate it.
You are truly amazing. Thank you for your super chat.
You wanna be my enemy.
Hey, that's how I be when I go to Target and I see toys. I'm like, ooh. Hey, why you hating on my energy? Hey, look, I'm collecting toys, comics, the whole nine. I still got some figures over there I ain't open. All right, let's keep going.
Action figures. Yes, you heard me right. They're collecting toys and action figures. That's what they're doing as a hobby. And you know what? I think it's fabulous. I think it's great.
Cool.
Because they're taking their own money, their hard-earned money, they're putting it towards something that they truly enjoy.
Facts.
Instead of fooling around with these crazy old modern women.
Again, I'm not mad at what she said because she's absolutely correct. Also, at the same time, that's why, yeah, you know what I'm saying. At the same time, you do have to ask men what kind of conversation are they having with these women for you to be so completely out that you just rather just spend your time collecting toys and not even trying to date. Because I also feel like there's a lack, like just being real with you, there's a lack of communication here too. There's a lack of communication here, and a lot of times some men don't know how to talk. What up, Tina? They don't know how to talk, so you got to be able to weed that out. Like seriously, there's a lot of dudes that just don't have the charisma or anything to talk. So I get what she's saying. I you know what I'm saying? I get what she's saying. And I also get, you know what I mean, that men just don't want to deal with certain things. You know what I mean? You know, so Savage Kevin say, anyway, you're still dealing with childlike stuff. But then honestly, is it really childlike? Because you have people who collect guns, you have people who collect cars, you have men, there's men that have every man has a collection of something. We're hunter gatherers. If we want to put it in that perspective, we're hunter gatherers. We have a collection of something. You have something that whether it's shoes, you know what I'm saying, whether it's, you know, collectibles, whether it's books, you know, whether it's clothes, you collect something. There's not a man out there that don't have a collection of something that you could go home and be proud of. There's not. You know what I'm saying? There is not. So DVDs, movies, something. Because that's how we satisfy, you know, all our hard work. That's when we come home and say, this is what I put my hard work to. You know what I mean? My car. You know what I mean? My house. You know, something. Or collected children. As Kimiko said. Something. You're collecting child support. Jesus Lord. Maybe, I don't know. But there's something that you collect. So I know I'm not going to go off topic because the onus is the toys. And she's saying there's nothing wrong with that because think about it. There is nothing wrong with having a collection of stuff. You work so hard that you don't want to buy yourself something to make you like, this is what my hard work, you know, comes to, and I'm going to enjoy what my hard work comes to. So yes, I agree with that, you know, but when I think the onus when it comes to collecting action figures and stuff, like Savage Cabin said, people look at this as child stuff. Well, you can look at it that way, but also, am I out here destroying people's lives? Am I out here, taking or harming anybody? You know, when you come into my basement, you see a damn near like a museum, and that's the way that I constructed my basement. So I've been so pissed about the flooding the last 2 years that had happened in my basement because I've made this like a museum. So this is kind of the way that I do it. And again, if you are really talking to people, if you're having a real conversation with somebody, you can tell that hoe to kick rocks if she don't like what you got. Plain and simple. Didn't mean to call her a hoe, but you feel what I'm saying. If she don't like what you got going on, trust me, I used to be the type that didn't really like to reveal that I was a nerd. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people knew me for my pro-black stance. So when they found out that I'm over here with these action figures and stuff like that, man, I felt a certain way because they made me feel a certain way. And I had to be like, damn them. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to be confident within myself. I've always had confidence in myself, so that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? But then if somebody is trying to communicate with me in a way as far as like dating or something, like I still have to have the confidence to let them know, hey, this is what I do. This is fun. Make it enjoyable. Hype yourself up. Like, yeah, man. Dude, I be doing some dope stuff. I want to do this. I got this, whatever. She don't like it. She ain't the one for you, big dog. Like the ones who like you. Let's keep going. And right, don't date a nerd if you don't like that. Boycott Activision. What's up? What's up? Oh yeah. I got the the 16th to 17th. I'm going to do a preloaded show and just drop them on them 2 days. But they're coming and finishing my basement and all of that. You know what I mean? So you say you got the TMNT or DBZ collection? That's dope. That's dope.
Taking their money, putting it towards something that they truly enjoy, something that's bringing them peace and joy and easing their minds.
Facts.
It's something that's taking them back to their childhood.
Facts.
And there's a lot of nostalgia in it.
Facts.
From ages 25 to 65.
25 to 65.
A lot of these grown men are taking up this activity. That's what they're doing. And you know what? They don't give a damn what these modern women have to say about it or what you think about it.
Fact.
And all of these grown men have something in common. They're no longer dating and they've walked away, like I've been preaching over and over and over again.
I wonder,
it's
kind of making me want to know if she's a dating coach. Hold on, let's stop just for a second. I want to just see. Yep. I'ma just share. I thought so. Just the way that she was talking, I was like, okay, this is her bag. Men are the prize, not the women. Men have completely given up on women. Men are fed up. This is her bag. Another reason I can't stand modern women. Modern women get the worst by the day. Now you have a problem with your method. I don't like dealing with women at the workplace. Men can't lead. And so this is her bag. I just wanted to see exactly what she was talking about. All these annoying women would definitely end up unmarried. She has taken the Kevin Samuels resume and did her own thing with it. Men are giving up on Valentine's Day too. God, dog. Wow. Yeah, I didn't vet the channel, but yeah, this is her bag. Okay, I'm gonna just let this play for a little more.
They're collecting their GI Joes. They're collecting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You got daggone right.
They're collecting Power Rangers from their.
You hold up. Hold up. You got dang on right. We collecting out here. Salute. Hold up. All right, I'm back. All right, I'm back. That's right. Don't you ever Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles back there. Yeah, she clearly see my channel. I don't have no G.I. Joes. I do. Cause Snake Eyes and what's his name is over there, and Cobra Commander and God dog. But
childhood. That's what they're collecting. And you know what else? They're even collecting and building Lego sets. Yeah, guys, I've seen men in their 60s and in their late
Lego sets
60s.
is dope. Lego set is dope. Optimus Prime Lego up there. I won't put it together because that'll take a whole week, but Optimus Prime is up there as a Lego. So, I mean, but yeah, let me keep going.
They're collecting and building Lego sets.
Can't be mad at that.
That's what they're doing. And it's a good hobby.
Yep.
Also, Star Trek The Next Generation. There's a lot of Trekkies out there for all of you
Where
Trekkies.
the Trekkies at?
I know you're collecting your Star Trek.
Oh, I got Snake Eyes and
memorabilia,
Sword
your
Shadow
Star
over
Trek
there.
toys, your Star Trek action figures. That's what you're doing. And I grew up watching that, Star Trek The Next Generation. That was really good with Captain Picard, Riker.
Where the Trekkies at? Now, I wish I could ask. I wonder if she's gonna reveal, was she date a man that's doing all that? That's collecting or Trekkies or Star Wars. You know what I mean? Now we got Alien, we got Predator, all these other subgenres and stuff like that. Would she date somebody like that? That's the question. But no, Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes is over there, and then I have Cobra Commander and Deathstroke. But I got the bigger one.
There was Data, there was Worf, just to name a few. So, like I said, all of those things.
And here's
the big one.
What's the big one?
Transformers. Remember that?
You cannot make this up. Oh, snap. Oh my God. Yo. Yo. Oh my God. Hold up. I mean, is she over in my closet right now? Is she in my basement? Is she in my basement? Oh. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. What did I say earlier? I mean, it seems like she's talking to me.
Transformers.
Do you smell biscuits?
Transformers. And a couple of guys said that they just bought the Age of the Prime Silverbolt.
Like, who is she talking? I want to know who DM'd her my basement. Because I got Age of the Prime Silverbolt over there. Matter of fact, I got let me see, I got one more aerial bite to go, so I can form Superion, and then I got one more Constructicon to go before I get Devastator. That's not like my Power to Prime. I mean Combiner Wars. No, I'm not DMing. I'm not DMing her. Yo, she is literally like. Oh my God, it's funny because I don't feel attacked. I feel like somebody emailed her my basement.
He's a Concorde jet, and it just came out.
Hold up. Like, you literally cannot make this up. This is who she's talking about. Who put... Hey, Superior, just hang out right here. Just swear, like, who emailed this lady? Honestly, like, real talk. I think it's kind of cool. It feel like I'm getting punked. Like, I picked this video like a couple days ago. I didn't think she was gonna be reading my life, but technically, I think it's kind of cool. And the only reason why it was kind of cool is because her tone about, you know, hey, they're collecting this or getting this. She knows what it is. Obviously, somebody emailed her or whatever. Like I said, you getting the email, boy. God, dog, boy, it must be real out here in the field. You know, but I would rather you email. I understand if she's doing all of this, email me. Don't hit me up on my DMs because I'm not gonna be flooded. But she's not talking crazy about it. Like, oh, that's this and the other. She's really kind of cool about it, and I can appreciate that. She ain't like slamming it, so I'm cool with that. There is some women that will slam what you got. So.
So what they do is they have other aerial bots to combine with that, and they can transform it into Superion, which is a huge robot. And one guy said that that's his prized possession. I also had another guy tell me that he has over 4,000 that he collects in his collection. I did not email
this lady.
You name it, he has it. From wrestling, Transformers, Power Rangers, Star Trek, everything. He has it. Over 4,000. Yeah. And I think that's very good. I don't see anything wrong with it. You're spending your money on what you want to spend it on. You're making your money, so you spend it on what you want to spend it on. Instead of these modern women. That's what they're upset about. But it's your money. You do what you please. I went on YouTube, and guys, you'd be surprised how many men out there have their own YouTube channel, and they review all of these collections that they have. And guess what I came across? Guess who I came across? I came across a rapper. Yes, a rapper who makes music. Yes. And he was so proud to show his Power Rangers in his YouTube shorts. He had the Megazords. He had the Blue Ranger, the Green Ranger, and what was the Green Ranger's name? Tommy.
He's right
Jason,
there.
What was his name? Jason David Frank. Yep. He had the Green Ranger.
He's right
That's
there
what
in the
he
White
had,
Ranger.
and he was so proud of it. He had the Thunder Megazords, and what he do is he collects them. He takes them out of the pack, out of the box, and he puts them together, and he reviews them, and he plays with them. That's what he does. So he does that on his shorts.
I got a few wrestler figures too.
And he was so detailed, and he's so proud of it. It was like he was talking about a car. That's just how much he knows about it.
See,
and then when I went to click,
and that's what I was talking about. You know, no matter what the collection is, it's a collection. Men get excited about things that they like. You know what I mean? That's all it is. No matter what you're collecting, you know, men get excited about the things he like. You see how I get excited when she started bitching Superior, and then she started, you know what I mean? Like, I got the, you know, the same figure she's talking about. I got those figures now. I don't review figures and stuff like that because I don't have time. I just really noticed I don't really have the most time in the world, you know, and stuff like that. So I don't have a lot of time to do that, but I got shoot from shoes to, you know, Marvel Legend figures. Like I said, some G.I. Joe figures, you know what I'm saying? Funko Pops. I'm just looking at what I got. I got, you know, because I like cars and stuff like that. I got car collection. I got a few Star Wars, like the Squadron, the what was the Slave one, and a couple the Millennium Falcon, a couple of those vehicles and stuff like that. Funko Pops, I mean, I got a lot of stuff. I collect books. You know what I mean? I got the comics. You know, I start rebuying Dreamcast games or whatever because you know I remember having a Dreamcast back in the day. I'm like, man, I wouldn't mind playing Dreamcast again. So I got some Dreamcast stuff. You know what I mean? Of course, Turtles, and it's probably like it's a lot of crap in here. So I probably got 4,000, 4,000 figures or whatever. I don't know. I got a lot of crap, but but it's just about us being happy about something that has nothing to do with nothing. It has nothing to do with a woman or having. It's just us. But also, like I said, it depends on the man and what he's out here, what he really wants. That's really it.
On his long form content, that's how I found out that he was a rapper. So that's what I mean when I say that, all walks of life.
Hey, what up, Pam?
From all walks of life are doing this as a hobby. And these crazy modern women, this is what they'll call you. They'll call you childish, immature little boys. They'll call you weird, or they'll see you as a nerd.
Okay, cool.
Let them say what they want to say. Who cares?
Facts.
But what they don't realize is when you guys are collecting these things, they don't understand the enjoyment that it brings you. They're so stupid they don't understand that. And especially when you collect things and you find one that's really, really rare, that's a sense of achievement for you. But they don't understand that. They're stupid. So do what you do. You guys are grown men. You're productive members of society. So if you want to collect things and if you want to start doing that, by all means, do it.
Facts.
Go ahead and do it. At least you're not getting your heart broken by a modern Jezebel. Go ahead and do it. So I want to say to the guys that sent me the emails and for sending me the pictures and everything, thank you so much for sharing your collection with me. And guys, please, in the comment section, let me know if you collect anything. Let me know what you collect, how long you've been collecting those things. Okay, just let me know. And if you're thinking about collecting, okay? So let me know that in the comment section. Because like I said, I don't see anything wrong with it. Go be happy. Do what pleases you. Don't worry about what other people think. Okay, guys, the wait is
all right. That was a little
over.
Sorry. That was a little more different than normally I do my reaction videos on. I just seen that. I thought it was going to be totally different. But I didn't know that was her content. And some of the ladies in the comment section feel attacked, very much attacked, because it felt like they were going at black women, which I could feel that too. Superior is right here. I gotta go put him because I got the other. I got two of the other figures, but I need the other two before I combine them, and then I'm gonna rebuy all the figures loose, because what I like to do is have the combiner and the loose figures. That's just me. You know what I mean? But yeah, Superior is right there before I put him back up. But yeah, I mean, I did understand where she was coming from, man. Some people. I'm sorry. I wouldn't just stop dating to go collect. Go collect your toys. Go make yourself happy. This is just my thoughts. Go make yourself happy. That's what you do. Try to sell East Coast. That's what you go do, B. You go be happy, son. You know what I mean? Pack these women up if they don't like it, son. Also, work on your I'm trying to tell you a lot of stuff. we'll fly by the shelf when you have conversations. Stop letting somebody dictate who you are. Stop letting somebody dictate who you are. You dictate who you are, right? The first thing you should be working on is you. If you can spend your money on you know, like I spent my money on figures and stuff like that. You know what I also spent my money on? Therapy. You know what I also spent my money on? Workout equipment. You know what I'm saying? Resistance bands and a bench set. You know what I also spent my money on? Books. You know what I also spent my money on? Time. So you can take time to yourself to meditate. Get your mental sharp too. Take time out for yourself to understand where people are coming from. To learn how to be able to have conversations where you don't put yourself in this pickle. There's plenty of women that's out there that would love a dude who's out here, you know, they got toy. They ain't out here trying to shoot, rob people and all of that. There's plenty of women out here that will love you because you are a collector or you're being yourself. Go find them. Go find women that like you, that want you to be yourself. You out here chasing, you know what I'm saying, you know, big booty chicks, and that's all you see. You don't have no conversation or whatever. You find the chicks with this doing all of this, you know, all of this other stuff, and they twerk it every 5 minutes. The song come on, they twerk. They in the shower twerking. Not saying anything wrong with twerking, but if that's all they have to offer, and they have no substance to offer you, they can't pour into you. They can't pray for you when you don't want to pray for yourself. They can't speak life into you. Why bother? That's when you just sit back in your own self. But while you within your own self, while you collecting, get your health together, get your mind together, find out exactly what you need to be able for you to be successful in life. Learn how to communicate. Understand the power of communication, the power of intuition, the power of your own spirituality. You know what I mean? There's something above you. And reach out to that, no matter what you call it or whatever. Find that out first. And then when you're already ready, when all of that is combined within yourself and you feel really good about yourself, then go out there and have a conversation. Go out there and have a conversation. Let them know off top what you got. Tell them what you're doing. See their reaction. Be excited though. Be confident. Be confident in what you within yourself. Be confident in what you say. Don't be shy about that. Be willing to be vulnerable in that space because you bought it. Don't act like a punk now. Just saying. Just saying. But there's plenty of women. There's plenty, trust me. There is plenty of women that will love what you're doing. Plenty of women. Go find them. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. But what's up, Caliber? What's good? What's good? What's good? But I want to hear what you guys have to say before I wrap this up. You know, we got Blurred AF tonight. But what do you think about? I want to really hear about what you guys. Right, there's a bunch of geeks in this. There's a bunch of women and men. Stop it, Judah. Stop it. Stop it. 'Cause I would. Never. You know what? You're right, Miss Roberta. I just seen that. I just seen that. But what do you got? What are ladies, men? Put in the chat real quick. So I want to read from the chat what you thought about this conversation. Was she spot on? Did you have some problems? What did you guys think about? Hold on. God, I can't spell. All right, let me get to the chat. All right, so let me see. I wish. All right. Okay, that wasn't directed to me. My collection is all about memories. I have friends and past lives connected to those collections. And with mine, it is nostalgia. It does help me out with my anxiety. What I really like about my collection is that at any time I could just mess around with it. I might not even transform it or anything. I just mess around with it. But like I said, it calms me down. It just calms me down. She has some points, but I don't like the term modern women and high value man. I understand that. I understand that. Tyber J, good morning. T-Sister said, Grifton or not, I agree with what she said about collecting. I do too. I do agree about that. I do understand the backlash of just the modern women and high value man. I believe at one point, in time that it was ran into the ground. I would go on Clubhouse and shout out to Kimiko because that's my homie that I met in Clubhouse, but it was ran into the ground. Is some people were nowhere close to even what Kevin Samuels was saying, high value. You're not it. Trust me. You're nowhere close to it. You know what I mean? But some people was making themselves seem like they was just this, oh, I'm so valuable on this. I'm like, oh my gosh, shut up. Just shut up. Yeah, I can understand modern is used. I don't look at I stopped saying that a lot. I stopped saying like modern women. That's just me personally. I stopped saying it a long time ago because the simple fact is that this is just the land we live in, and modern women. Nobody's like, you know, unless you was born in the 60s and 70s, and you still have a 60s and 70s mindset, maybe even some in the 80s. You're not. A lot of this now is just an evolution of dating. That's it. This is what dating is now. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I feel. You say it's divisive and dismissive. I can see how that could be in that. I also can see when people try to put a label on things, I can see why they use it. I just choose not to use it because it's people. It's just people and what they do to me. Men aren't choosing collecting over dating. No, I disagree with that. Just hard to find someone who is your mate. That's the thing that I was thinking about. I'm like, I don't see a lot of men be like, you know what? Damn that. Me, I'm going to bed with Superior tonight. You know what I'm saying? That's who gonna cuddle with me tonight. Nah. There's men that still gonna want cheeks. And there's nobody who's going to pick an action figure over cheeks. Nobody. Just no. If he has an opportunity to get Optimus Prime with some cheeks, 9 times out of 10, he's picking the cheeks. It depends on probably the cheeks, but he's picking cheeks. So, my personal opinion, but 80% of the real pick topics were created by women. It's mostly a response. All right. Modern audience is used to describe the latest entertainment also over. Yeah, I think that's it is. I heard Giancarlo Esposito just talk about getting people in the cinema. And he didn't use the word modern audience. He just said that the movie industry is not making original content. And I think that's the reason why Marvel was so hot at one time. You know what I'm saying? Is because it was original content to a certain demographic of people. You know, people who, and then the people who was reading comics and stuff like that was like, oh, that's not how the comic went, but we'll let it slide. But you know, yeah, we gonna get them. If you got yams, we getting yams. You know what I mean? Now, I think some of the gamers sometimes be having me. I'm not picking no video. If there's some cheeks in my, unless you do a tournament type of stuff, you gotta let her know I'm in a tournament. I'm making money off of this. If she understands it, if it is something that you're making your paper off of, that's different. But man, I'm not freely playing a video game and there's yams in my face, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta defeat the Shredder right now, and man, I'm getting yams. A lot of men have checked out of dating. I just saw a recent study on this. It's probably true. That's probably true. But what is it? What is the percentage though? What is a lot as far as percentage? Because you know, clubs are still packed full of, you know, clubs are. Last time I went out, went to a club, I went with some coworkers or whatever. We was just hanging out or whatever. Like, let's go to a club. I ain't been to a club in forever. So we go to a club, still majority men. Still majority of men that was there. You know what I mean? So, but dating is hard. Dating is hard. At the same time, you know, if we are talking, because I think, like I said, this is just me personally, but this is just the I don't hang around a whole group of men like that. I don't. I have, you know what I'm saying, a pocket full of homies that I rock with, and the majority of them is family. But I don't think dating is hard. I believe we made it hard because we don't talk. You know, what you can say is you can, but I think our expectations is what makes it hard. This is just me. This is just me talking about me. I'm not talking about this is what men are thinking. I'm just talking about me though. And I believe that we made it hard. If we've made, you know, dating and stuff like that hard because of expectations. And we set unrealistic expectations up to men and women. Let's just be honest. I believe we've set expectations up for men and women, and then that's what's failing, not the people. Now, understand that. Now, I'm a hunter gatherer, still hunting the gathering cheeks. This is kind of where I'm at on this. Follow me on this. So you meet somebody and, you know, you thinking this man is supposed to be like this because he's a certain age, right? So he's supposed to be on this. He's supposed to be on that, supposed to be on that. And true, a man ain't supposed to be out here dating. He, you know what I'm saying? And he out here really on the struggle bus. Like, get yourself together before you out here trying to holler at somebody. I teach my sons that. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta be, you know, on your P's and Q's before you out here, you know, trying to holler at folks. So let's say he's not, and he's just an average dude just doing his average stuff, right? If a woman meets him and you feel like Well, he supposed to be making a certain amount of money, and he supposed to be doing this, and he's supposed to be doing something like that. You're not looking at the reality of, for one, today's society. And what I mean by today's society, I'm talking about the unemployment rate, the wage gap, especially between, you know, black men and their white counterpart. You know what I mean? The education, being in certain areas and not making the money that you deserve in that certain field, and all of. There's so many different circumstances and demographics that go into that has to be reality in somebody's brain, right? So we got that part out the way. Also, a man has to have realistic expectations for a woman, because every woman ain't gonna come in the package that you believe that she should be in. Every woman ain't gonna be, you know, a size 2, you know what I'm saying, or a size 8 or whatever, and she ain't gonna be a certain height, she ain't gonna be a certain weight or whatever. But what about her do you like? Or what you know, what else besides, you know, of course you're gonna like what you like. Let me not just be superficial. You're gonna like, you know, a personal you know, physical character, you know, characteristic that you like. But then where's her mind at? Where's his mind at? You know, you can't be an out of shape dude and then want, you know, Megan Thee Stallion. Stop it. Stop. Go get yourself. Go get a gym membership. Because how you gonna put that expectation on her and you ain't even that? And you know, that's just you know what I mean. You can't be built like a box and expected to get a fox. You know what I mean? That's go both ways or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just find people you like. Just find people you like and who like you. You know what I'm saying? Find people you can talk to. That's all I've been saying. The common goal is find somebody that you can communicate with. You know what I mean? But if you have this unrealistic expectation about, you know, men and women, or you have unrealistic thought process about black men and black women, you already lost anyway. Because the majority of the people that I talk to on this channel was black. So if you out here thinking black women supposed to be this, that, and the other, or you think black men supposed to be this, that, and the other, you already, you know, put the bar low for them, then what is the reason for talking to them anyway? That's just my personal opinion. Tina, you're right. Communication is a lost art. He says 6 of Truth is funny for that. Right. It's exactly. I agree with that. This is interesting. The Asian community in China are turning into dating African women because Asian women are asking for too much regarding his income, car, house, and the bride price. Man, that's crazy. The reason I say it's a grift is because she's speaking on the behalf of men I doubt she date. She found an audience, and I just briefly showed her videos. She's most definitely going hard at that demographic, at the women demographic, and it looks like a grift. It looks like a grift. But I want to know, if she responds to this video, would you date men like that? Like, I'm not saying what she said was totally wrong. I'm not what she's saying is totally right. She does have a point where, you know, she's telling men to be happy within yourself for what you collected. You know what I mean? But I've met women who would die to be in my basement too. They'll be like, oh, snap, if I was in your basement, that'd be so much fun. And I want to see what you got. And I want to play that game. And so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is very true. That is very true. I think a lot of people don't like who, you know what I'm saying? Who likes them? They try to see, this is okay, Sharita, you made up a good point. You made a good point. And I'm a give you an example of this point, and I believe you agree with me. So, of course, you know, I collect shoes, But I stopped listening to hype beast, right? I stopped listening to the hype beast channels or whatever that hype up once I started seeing because that's a grift too. The hype beast channels, every shoe you hyped about, and this is gonna be the grail of the year, and it's gonna be this. Shut the up. Shut up. This is how I know it was a grift, or what to bring Sharita's point home. So I remember, and I'm gonna pull out the shoe. So just to bring this home. Hold on real quick. This is going to bring this home. So to make a point, this was Nigel Sylvester's collab with Jordan, right? Got the bike air on the back. And me at the time where I bought this literally because the hype beast was hyping it up, right? They was like, oh snap, this is gonna be a sneaker of the year, and Nigel Sylvester, he done made a shoe because this is a Jordan 4 low. They never made a Jordan 4 low, right? I'm bringing this home, right? And it was like, oh snap, it's the greatest thing to ever since sliced bread and yada 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 and all this other stuff. And I fell for the hypeness, right? Because the shoe was rare. Wasn't a lot of these. There was not a general release, so a lot of these wasn't made, right? So you had to, if you didn't get them on launch, you had to pay a premium, right? So what Jordan Brand decided to do was make the same shoe, right? The same type of shoe before a general release, right? The only thing that's different on this shoe is it doesn't say Bike Air and it doesn't have the little swoosh on the side of it. Now, I'm showing you. Same shoe, same type of shoe, right? But they called this shoe trash. Why? Because it was a general release and it was sitting and nobody want this and yada, yada, yada. These are disgusting. This is the same hype beast that turned around but hyped this shoe up because it was, you see what I mean? So a lot of people want stuff that they can't get is what I'm getting at, right? They want the stuff that they can't get. If everybody can get it, I don't want it. This is the same with dating. A lot of men try to get women that's not their ballpark. I'm just keeping it a buck now. You're trying to run after, you're trying to chase, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to chase these people that are out of your ballpark. Sometimes women chase men that are there. That is not who you're supposed to be dating. And you're chasing this fantasy and this thought that you put in your head that you feel like you supposed to have for some god awful reason. You feel like you're supposed to have. So you go and chase. You done spend money. You done spent your time. You done spent your effort is all out. And then you over here with the doo-doo face. Because you didn't chase somebody who did not want you at all. Instead of going out there and finding somebody who really like you. That's what you did. So now you on this crusade to talk crazy about women and all of this. You didn't say the whole story. Same thing with me. I mean, with women, with men, because I'm fair. Because women be chasing men, they know damn well they should not supposed to be talking to. They know damn well, why are you messing with this fool? But you go out there, you chasing this fantasy, you chasing the money he got or whatever he's doing out here in the streets or whatever he's doing out here on social media. You chase it, and then you find out a reality that he used you know what I'm saying, as a jump off. You know what I'm saying? He bucked it and ducked it. Now you wonder why he don't call you, why he don't this, why you don't. You set yourself up. We don't want to take the accountability to say, I set myself up for failure, though. Because if I wasn't out here chasing a fantasy, then I wouldn't even have to worry about that. Don't want to tell that part, though. But they go on social media and say, man ain't this, man ain't that, women ain't this, women ain't that, but they taking accountability on their own actions in the fantasy that you set up in your own mind. You knew this man didn't want you. You knew this man was only calling you at a certain period of time, or only talking to you at a certain period of the day. He'll FaceTime you this and the other, but he wasn't trying to holler at you like that. You knew that, but you chased it anyway. But you know what I mean? But Erica D, she put this up. Thank you so very much for the super chat. I'm sorry. There's a reason I say it's a grift because she's speaking on behalf of but I doubt she date men. She just found the art. Did I already read this? I don't remember reading this, but I'm gonna do it again and get you this.
Gang bang, gang bang, gang bang.
You are truly amazing. Thank you for your super chat.
Gang bang, gang bang.
All right, appreciate that for that super chat. But what up, Q is out of robot? Make sure, yes, make sure. Tap back in. Let me know your thoughts. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. Oh, I did? Okay. Sometimes I didn't think I read it. What up, Caliber? He said, thank you, sir, Dre Mac. I will release my sword from my side to protect their fair maiden, for she may be speaking honestly. She may not be about the grift. Well, what grift just means is that you just start going to a side. For one, there's always money in it. And two, half of the stuff you don't believe. You're just pandering to an audience for money. So I'm not saying I don't know that lady, so I'm not saying she is or not, but all of her conversation is going at women, which if I was a woman and I seen nothing but video about how bad we are, how this and that and the other, I would be like, I believe she's grifting too. You know what I'm saying? So I could see that from a woman because, again, I'm fair. That's just like me. If I seen a channel that was just talking about how men are bad and how men are this and men, I know they're grifting to a audience that they're satisfied. That's all. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying she is or she isn't because I don't know that lady. That's the first time I've seen her content. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm looking at the eye test, I can see why somebody would say that. Just if I go to the Critical Drinker and I see his videos, I'll be like, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So just like a lot of other people that I've called out that was grifted, I can see that side too. So, okay. All right. I'm gonna read some more you guys' stuff. And then we're gonna wrap this thing on up. It's a huge misnomer that red pill is about dating success, is about understanding women's nature and behavior so you don't get played. I can see that. I think that's the basis of it and what it should be. And some people have taken, just like they've taken everything and went that way with it. Same thing with the pink pill. They went that way with it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of understanding each other's nature, sometimes we don't want to because it's easier to complain than to actually understand, learn, and grow with somebody. I'm just saying. But again, it all goes back on your intent and expectations. I most definitely agree with that, but that's why I preface it the way that I did. All right. Definitely it's a grift. She's pandering to lonely dudes. I mean, I'm gonna keep some of my comments to myself because, anytime I see absolutes, always, never, I know it's bias. Yeah. I disagree. The vessel content is more lucrative than red pill. Even I don't know. That's not even my line. I tried to dip my toe in that lane just to try to do reaction videos to it or whatever, and I was like, this is starting to get, because it became a war. It became well, but we've always had men are for Mars, women are for Venus. We've always had these conversations. We've always had these conversations just between men and women. But when it becomes detrimental to a point where this is how you make your money, just like the grifting, I'm out. And I'm out. So no, a lot of stuff you gotta learn. You gotta pick your battles. You gotta learn how to pick your battles. And this is, you know, this is just one of those battles that I'ma just say I ain't got no problems. But again, let me shut up. As she is about that life, I need her room tour collection. Room tour collection. For sure. You know what I'm saying? For sure. You know, it again, when people talk about what somebody else needs to do, my whole thing is, would you date that person too? So, but all right, I'm about to wrap. Let's go ahead and let's wrap this thing up. I got to get up out of here, of course.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that up, B.
All right, let's wrap up this conversation. Thank you so very much for tuning in to another episode of the Dre Mack Show. What did you think about this? Put it in the comment section. Did you think it was a grift? Do you think she's pandering? Or was she absolutely correct? Put it in the comment section below and let me know exactly what you guys think. But again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to get that bell notification so you can never, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'm gonna holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe hard, y'all. Oh my god, let me get up out of here. Where's my outro at? Look, before I start grifting, because you already know I gotta go. Wait a minute, you're telling me the video's over? What? Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.